Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Got it, buddy.
We are back, Surviving Barstool. This is season 4, episode 7. This is the Tuesday, December 17th episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to your TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all at the reality, guys. All of your Surviving Barstool coverage, all of your Survivor coverage. The season 47 finale tomorrow night. Brian will be and I will be there right after the finale finishes airing. We'll get the video recorded and posted pretty quickly for you guys. Uh, if you're into other survival or reality-based competition stuff, we have 2 seasons of The Traders starting in January, so that will definitely be our next two. Also, the Mr. Beast games premieres on the 19th, Brian, on Amazon. That's like $5 million prize or some crazy crap. So I'll definitely at least check it out, see how it's structured. I'm not sure if it's weekly or if it's going to be a big bunch, but take a look out. We'll give you the honest review on if it's worth checking out or not.
Love
Right.
Island All Stars.
Yeah, yep. Love Island All Stars. Also, Deal or No
Busy.
Deal Island season 2 coming in February. We have a lot of stuff. Survivor
It's gonna be
48 in
busy.
February. Yeah, a
Sneaky
lot of
busy.
competition stuff early on in the year,
Yeah.
which is good. It's a nice way to start the year. But Brian, Surviving Barstool tonight, kind of the Rhea episode, kind of the camp life episode. So Rhea found 2 keys, opened one, got an immunity idol, really in great shape. I did love the idea of that, you can be here just playing around and just hanging out, or you can be playing the game. And I love that she was playing the game. The inner kind of alliances with Dave, and now we found out Big Cat being part of that, and the fear of what we've talked about a lot of this season, the sports guys getting together at the merge and just cakewalking their way to the final. Brian, what did you think of the episode?
I enjoyed it. Like you said, I thought the camp life was pretty good. Camp life, office life, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It was nice to get some background. And I mean, I was a little surprised at the secret alliance that nobody knows about. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of covering it, and it's cool. I mean, I feel like we're probably going to find out a couple more things as the episodes go along that maybe we didn't know about like this.
Yeah, getting a full history for the non-Barstool people of the Hank Rhea Marty thing was something I was not
Yeah, I didn't know any
expecting
of this.
not expecting to see that on a Surviving Barstool episode. But again, it does obviously add the context. I've always thought that for this show specifically, or any of these shows where people go on and they know each other, why there aren't more secret alliances where they say from the start, we are not going to speak to each other until the merge, period. We are on the same side. We'll never vote for each other, even if we tell people we're voting for it. But like, hey, like no one knows, right? And so I was really cool to see that, frankly. Uh, Nobody would guess that.
And that guy that she used to be with, he hasn't been on any of the seasons, right?
And I think Hank was on last. Hank may have been on last season or one of them. Hank is like I said, he's the main producer of PMT, and he's like one of the main Barstool guys. He's like actually like kind of like a
Okay.
exec now, like a VP level guy, and still does like the content, but he's in charge of other content people. Um, but yeah, again, it's no one's really cared. If you're a stoolie and you're watching this, there was a big thing, whatever it was 3, 4 years ago. It was like the flavor of the month for a little while, and then nobody cared, like I said. So
Right.
they're still together. It does make it work out a little bit better for the story for her and stuff too. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad that we were able to get a history lesson there. The challenge was good, Brian. I thought again they do a lot with a little, and I really like the idea of the assembly line, the blind tosses, the blind catches. You do need to have good hand-eye coordination. It's not as easy as that look tossing it over the walls. People are taking that for granted, I think. And frankly, the shooting is pretty tough. Throwing a full thing, probably about like 10, 15 feet. They weren't easy tosses, especially because you didn't get to kind of stockpile a bunch of
Right.
bottles to kind of get a groove. You had to really rely on muscle memory, and that's not easy when you have a big gap in between. So Kirk and Francis, frankly, did really good. I don't think you can blame Francis for the loss.
No, and I agree with you. Like throwing that in that like delayed time, and there's no backboard, nothing. It's and like throwing a bottle. I know it's like it's full, but it's still the liquid has space to move, and it could alter flight as well a little bit.
And they were ones that were cold too. See, they did have to wipe condensation. It is a little bit different, right? And so, again, I thought a really fun challenge. I do like again things that don't have to be overly complicated. And that's where I think they're really shining with the challenges. So, um, like I said, so far so good. I haven't had a complaint about a single one of the, immunity
Yeah,
challenges.
yeah, I think it's been great.
I think that this was a good episode for the keys, like I said, with Rhea. I'm hoping, though, as we go throughout, that we don't get too inundated with these keys, the idols, things of that nature. There has been a lot of it. We'd be in a lot worse shape right now if half of those people didn't get a lose a vote or a nothing, right? Like, in theory, there could have been a handful more idols out there that I think would really start to complicate things. But I think as of right now, we only have two idols in play, Francis and Rhea right now, if I'm forgetting anyone, but that's all I can think of.
Kind of think that they like I know somebody mentioned collusion, but I could see it where they don't put an eye like they're not going to give him out like willy nilly.
Yeah, there none of them had it, or even for the Rio one, technically, maybe they put one in everyone. Like they just wanted
Yeah,
her
or
to
like
get it.
choose the votes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, how the hell do
something
you
like
know?
that.
There's no like QA, QC on this. There's no laws for it is a show at the end of the day. So
Yeah,
uh I thought it was good. I think a good overall start to the week, Bry. The elimination, obviously, with the Pizza Tribe, Whitney. Whitney went. Whitney very mad at Dave and Big Cat, but if you watch the vote reveal, neither of them actually voted for Whitney. I think they still knew what was going to happen, but they were able to like say that we didn't vote for you. It was actually
yeah.
pretty funny.
Again, like he like taking it so personally.
I know that it hasn't actually carried over because Dave and Whitney do a weekly show together, and so it's been
Yeah,
going on, obviously,
they
and they
probably
talk
talked about
about
it.
surviving Barstool. So I think it was like Dave said. I think he was just pulling out all the stops to try to try to be swayed with like a guy like that, like a adult father, is
Right.
not actually going to end a work
Hmm.
friendship with his boss over a
Hmm.
game show that his boss and body armor are paying for.
Right. Exactly.
It's very funny. I would love to see the house though. I want to see Mincy with
Yeah,
Jerry
Jerry House.
with Wit. Like that would be such fun side content they could do as separate videos. And the real thing is there's not actually some house. I'm sure they're all like in hotel, get their own hotel rooms. So I'm sure they're not making them stay in a house together because it really doesn't. I don't really think it adds to that.
Be
And I
really
don't.
funny if they did.
I wish they did. I mean, if they did, I was hoping that that's content that's going to come maybe like after the season, kind of, or something. That would just be that Ponderosa would be so funny.
I feel like as we lose more people, they might check in more.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean,
There's
that's
still a
why I'm
lot of people
again
left
not
in the
thinking
game.
it's a house that they have rented this on because like, a house that's going to have like 12 people in it. It's a
Yeah.
gigantic house in
There's still a
Chicago.
lot of people left.
There's still a lot of people left. We're definitely going to get another double elimination at some point. I don't know what they're going to end with. Are we going to end with like they said? Dave said final three
Yeah.
tonight, so I do think we're going to end just like Survivor is right now with a final
Yeah.
three. So like you said, Brian, we have still like almost over two. Yeah, what is it? We're at 14 now or 15 now? 14 or 15 now, I forget.
Yeah. I think it's
Something,
14.
but still, that means we still have 11 eliminations to go. Two more episodes this week, guys, Wednesday and Thursday. And then it does go on a little bit of a break for the Christmas and New Year. We'll pick back up. I believe it's the second Tuesday of January, which isn't too deep into January. It's still in the single digits. So we'll be back for every episode. Like I said, big review tomorrow night, Survivor 47 finale. And like I said, look forward to covering all of the things in the new year. Appreciate your guys viewing these videos. I know there's not a ton of people on YouTube doing this, so and it's not a huge, it's a very big hit, but a lot of people watching post shows. So definitely appreciate all the love. Check the TikTok out, check out the Instagram, check out the Twitter, all at the Reality Guys. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.